just a little bit late. Not a lot late. 47 minutes is CPT time, right? We ain't that late, so don't act like.
We only late because we've been prepping for y'all.
For y'all, and we actually didn't do no prepping. We just did some bonding, bro. We missed
pre-production is prepping.
We missed Eternity last week, so we just been like chopping up him, telling him about our lives, and he don't care, but we've been telling him anyway.
They lying. I've been prepping.
Is episode 125? I thought it was on 124.
You won last week.
124.
Damn, for real?
Yeah,
I think it said 123.
It didn't. I promise.
Damn, I've been telling people to tune in for 124. My bad, y'all. It's 125. I'm still jet lagged. Forgive me.
Yeah. Oh, you did fly, huh?
Hell yeah, I flew.
Yeah, you should.
2,000 miles. I have not driving.
Yeah, you should, bro. It's rough.
2,000 miles, bro. That's something I want to do with y'all, man. What the fuck? Okay. Turn that down. That like toll on me.
Bro, he cussed like 15 times before the show started last week.
I noticed.
It was ridiculous, bro. I was like,
Dude, shit your ass up.
See? And cussing again.
You shouldn't have started talking shit.
See?
Shouldn't have been talking.
What's up, yo? Hey, we back. Let's go. It's your boy Country coming live from the South. Got something to say. October 15th, National Fight Your Enemy Day. Let's go.
National Fight Your Hey, Charleston White, what did you talk about, bro?
National Fight Your Enemy
Day.
Day.
Man, this your boy DJ Big Dream. This nigga is crazy. Yeah.
What? It's the heavily orchestrated, never do. Oh hell, y'all know who I am. It's Eternity. We here.
Welcome back, brother.
Hey man, thank you.
Welcome back. Where you been? Tell us where you been.
Bro,
Tell us about your life, man.
I went to San Diego.
Okay.
And the time was well spent. It's funny because when y'all locked in last week, I tuned in because I got the notification and I was leaving the beach and I was like, bro, it's way too early for them to be doing this podcast. Like, what the hell? I wanted to be home chilling. And then I realized
it was
like 8:30 here.
Yeah.
And it was 6:30 where I was at.
Yeah.
So that was I couldn't check the way that I wanted to because I was driving. But I tuned in on YouTube, man. And shots.
Matter of fact, you said something immediately when the podcast was.
I did. Yeah,
he was
about that.
Yeah, man, I tapped in like immediately. We just rolled. And that's what I did, bro. I literally watched the sunset over the Pacific Ocean, listening to the sound. That was dope.
Yeah.
That's how I ended my trip.
That had to be hard.
That's how I ended my trip.
I have never, and I've done most stuff in the United States that most folks haven't. But now that you said something simple that I've never thought about, I've never seen the sunset over the Pacific Ocean in my life.
That's dope.
That I remember because San Jose ain't off the ocean. But I was a kid then, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
I've never seen. That's fire, bro. Did you take a picture?
Most people from the East, most people from
look different over there.
So the most people from the East Coast only see the sun rise. You gotta go to the West Coast to see the sun set.
But so with that being said, that's another crazy thing. So like, if you wanted to go to the beach, like we get up early in the morning to go to the beach. Nah, bro, you can't go to the beach in California until like 2. Cause ain't no sun.
Sun don't get there.
Sun
don't come late.
You'd be lucky if you see sunshine by like 11, 12 o'clock daytime. It'd be 2:30 here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when the sun show up.
So, it's crazy you say that. You said till about 2. 2 for them is noon for us.
No, 2 for them is 4 for us.
4 for us.
Oh, that's even crazy.
4 for us.
Like, that was the wildest part.
That.
Like, I woke up making breakfast, watching NCAA.
Right.
Because it was 10 o'clock in the morning.
So, funny
watching
thing,
college game day at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
We over there for Vegas last year.
That's what happened up.
Yeah.
And the game came on at 10.
Yeah.
And we was like, oh.
It's football.
Don't say we was like, because your bitch ass was still asleep.
And I was like this watching.
No, your bitch ass was still asleep.
Hey, man, stop telling people my business.
I went downstairs to have my cigarette because you can't smoke in the room, but you can on the floor. And I would have my cigarette and have me a drink on that corner bar. And I just so happened to look at the sports lounge and, oh my God, all the games on. Hey, Wake your bitch ass up, bro. The game's on. He said, what? Wake up. The game's on.
Hell
He
no.
said, why is this home so early?
It be like that, bro.
Yeah,
Like
it throws you off to watch the game.
But imagine
the
watching
game
the-
to come on at 10.
Imagine watching the London game.
Yep. They came on there, remember?
It was 6.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Yeah, the London game came on there, remember?
Let me tell you, I only like Formula 1 that much.
I wouldn't know. That's what I talked about the week before the week I left.
Yeah.
I was not getting up at 6 o'clock to watch no game. I was
They come
out.
on at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Bro, I was out. Now,
Crazy.
I tell you the craziest part was because Green Bay played this last Sunday game in London, and I ended up going to a taco spot owned by somebody that was a diehard Green Bay fan. I was like, well, know who up? Wasn't me. But they was up. But nah, bro, I mean, it's crazy because the trip was fun, but it was quick. Because the things that we did, they were like all-day events. Like the zoo in San Diego is fantastic.
San Diego Zoo is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's not
the second, right?
I think so.
I think the Bronx Zoo is the largest. It's the
And I
second.
think the San Diego Zoo is the second largest, bro. When
That's
I
what
tell you-
what's his name? Oscar, not Oscar. What was his name from Planet of the Apes?
I don't know.
No way he from San Diego.
He was from the San Diego Zoo.
I don't remember. But I just,
He
bro,
talking about
like,
the star of the actual movie, the actual ape, right? That's what you talking about?
Yeah, he was from San Diego
I
Zoo.
can't think of his name, but it ain't Arthur. But yeah, he's
bro, when
legendary.
I tell you, like the zoo was an all-day affair.
I'm looking.
It was an all-day affair, but it was fun. It was crazy. Sunday, I went to a Padres game.
Really?
Yeah, I went to a Padres game.
I've never been to a professional
Petco
baseball
Park
game.
is dope. That's kind of become like a thing.
A
Like whenever
professional
I
baseball
travel,
game.
yeah, like when I travel, I always, if it's baseball season, I'm gonna try to.
You
catch
played
that.
baseball, though, growing
I
up,
did,
right?
yeah, baseball. Was my favorite.
So I didn't play baseball, and I like baseball
Right.
only in like the playoffs and the World Series times,
I get
right?
you.
And like when I watch it, in that time it's interesting, but like regular season, 182 games, I'll be interested.
Yeah, 62.
162 games, but like in the regular and like at a live game, it'd probably be fire.
But it's when I tell you it is like I'm gonna tell you where I messed up. I had a hat that I meant to take to the game because we decided they played all night games except for that Sunday, so we decided to go that Sunday and catch the day game. And I'm glad we did. I'm gonna tell you what was super dope is because you realize we was like 20 miles from Mexico. We 20 miles from Tijuana, so it was it's Hispanic heritage.
Where coochie costs $20.
It's Hispanic heritage month.
Oh my
And
bad, I ain't mean to
If they
disrespect
bought
y'all
like,
this territory.
if they bought like, they had like a game package which we didn't get. But like, if you bought the game package, you got like a custom hat and all kinds of stuff, like custom snapback, all this other kind of stuff. But when I tell you, everything was just the energy was high for the game, and then it really went up because in the 7th inning, I think it was Baltimore had to lose, or San Diego had to win the game that we were at for them to get into the playoffs. And the other team lost during the 7th inning stretch. So at that point, they didn't win the game, but they had clinched the playoff series. So we got to watch them like do the presentation for like the playoffs and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
So that was real dope. And well, see, I'll be honest with you, man. Not to get on sports talk like that, but I think it's super dope that this is the first time the Padres I think they either said 14 or 18 years
that they made it to
that they've been in the playoffs.
AL or NL?
They are NL, I believe.
NL.
Yeah. And what are the Mets? Mets NL, I think. I don't know. I gotta go back and look. But yeah, because I think the Yankees are the AL. So,
Yeah.
but
Caesar.
the Mets had 101 wins this season prior to the playoffs. So in the wild card in baseball, it's best 2 out of 3. And bro, the Padres ran over the Mets. So they headed to they headed to the NLCS and they got to play the Dodgers. And it is like a known thing between the Dodgers and the Padres because they 2 hours apart. So like they take over each other's city when they have to go play each other. So I was just like, bro, California finna be lit. You know what I'm saying? Because the next playoff series for the NL Championship Series is finna be played there. That's finna be dope for them to do.
I can imagine being a bigger baseball fan if I lived closer to baseball teams. Do New Orleans got a baseball team?
Not a pro team.
What's our closest?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah, see that's crazy, right? So we don't have a like we're in the baseball void.
Right. I mean it just is, man. But anyway, I mean it was just it was a good time. But I'm paying for it because like I forgot the hat and like I got sunburned, so it was worth it though, man. It was fun. And then speaking of LA, we shout out to LA. Monday in Hollywood. Went to Universal Studios. Had a dope ass time. It was an all day thing, but it was a dope ass time.
You went and seen the alien from Nope?
Yeah. They had the Nope theme set.
That's crazy.
They were filming season 2 of Bel Air.
Really?
Yeah, so they're filming season 2 of Bel Air right now.
That's good to know.
And they showed them there. So everything that's on like Peacock, that's NBC Universal.
Right.
And so a lot of that stuff is filmed between Universal Studios on sound stages and then actual outdoor venues that they have in different places. Stuff like that. But yeah, man, like did the studio too. The Jurassic World ride is top notch.
Bro, so funny story. I've been to Universal Studios once in my life, and that one time I went to a Jurassic Park World ride. It was Jurassic Park ride. It was insane. Like literally,
was it the water ride?
Yes, we was going on the subway. The truck fell through the ground and water splashed on us, and then I had to call my grandma to make sure she was good. My bro was a little bitty baby.
Yeah,
bro. My mom said I would not stop crying until I heard my grandma's voice.
That's crazy. Was okay.
Because I thought the world was ending.
Yeah, bro. No, Jurassic World. It's a water ride, but it literally they got the animatronic dinosaurs like from the movie and portions of it. And right before you take this like 60-foot plunge, a T-Rex is like all of 6 feet away from your head. It's
insane.
Wow, it's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane. But yeah, I mean, like, so we did that, had a good time, and I got to see Hollywood Walk of Fame, and, Man's Chinese Theater, ACL Chinese Theater. With the Chinese Theater and Capitol Records Building, Hollywood and Vine, you know, Beverly Hills,
right?
You know, little stuff like that, man. So I mean, it was cool. It was cool just to be sightseeing. Went and got a maple bar from Randy's Donuts. Got to see the big pink donut. So that was kind of how I ended LA, and then I took a 2-hour trip back to San Diego, bro. So I mean, we for the most part stayed in San Diego, tried a bunch of good food, didn't miss once. The food was there. It was there. Everywhere we went, it was there. Had a chance to get on one of the oldest roller coasters in the United States. It was built in 1925. It was fun. It was the last.
So I got on one of the oldest roller coasters. They spent
the car from 1925.
They spent $1 million to renovate this thing.
I ain't getting in the car.
I don't care if they spent $20 million.
I ain't living in the house from 1925.
But no, bro, I got on this roller coaster, got off, and then went to the airport.
Well, we just happy you here.
I'm glad to be back.
Because he almost didn't make it.
You like to die.
He don't even know how close to death he was.
Yep. You like to ran right into a T-Rex mouth.
Y'all stupid.
Bro, that roller coaster was destined to come off the tracks and fly over the moon like E.T. Bro, y'all trip. I'm upset with the nigga because the real nigga in the equation didn't stop you.
She stopped me the first day because it's on the boardwalk on the beach, and we was just trying to kill some time. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go back to the boardwalk."
Y'all was in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Where's the Santa Barbara boardwalk? With the big Ferris wheel. That's San Diego, right?
No, that's Santa Barbara. That's a whole other city.
It's actually in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
How far is that from San Diego?
It ain't that far, but I mean, I didn't make it there.
Like, so you know, Us was shot by that boardwalk.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure it's close to San Diego. Like, that's one of my spots I feel like I need to be, like, living on.
I will say this. It'll be sooner than later. It'll be sooner than later before I make it back. So it's 3 hours and 20 minutes.
It's a little way.
It's further than LA.
It's a little way.
Yeah.
You said you'll be back sooner than later?
I mean, like, that's my first time being in California. But it was so much to do and not enough time to do it in that, like, that's a trip that I want to make sooner.
I got a real question for you, attorney.
What's that?
Because over the last couple years we've been doing this podcast, man, y'all been to Seattle. Y'all been to San Diego. Y'all go to the spots that you should go to in America, right? Not like, so when you hear the normal, our culture, we talk about Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, New York, Miami. You know what I'm saying? You hit Dallas, those spots. You know what I'm saying? You hit occasional Denvers. But like Seattle is the spot that like I feel like it's amazing. I feel like it's amazing in Tampa. I feel like it's amazing in San Diego. I feel like it may be amazing in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been to San Antonio and it is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, those spots. How do y'all pick y'all trips? Do y'all don't know anybody there? Y'all just pick a random spot
let me
and
be
go?
so honest with you. I don't know. I let her pick. Like, normally we kind of offset each other. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she'll pick one year, I pick the next. She'll pick the one year. But the last 2 trips she picked was the Seattle and the San Diego trip.
I mean, I feel like those are so like those are big spots that you go to because everybody knows.
But they just random ass
Read
trips.
the next response, and she gonna explain to you how they pick their trips.
I don't.
Read it.
I'm not.
Read it.
So
I'm gonna read it.
bro, I know what it said, bro. So it's just like I mean, I really respect that, bro, because like I think that the best times come from those spots.
Yeah, man. I don't know where I want to go next, but it's gonna be somewhere off kilter.
Yeah, like I want to go to
I know where you ain't gonna go.
What?
It ain't gonna be a nigga trip.
I want to go to Yellowstone.
Oh yeah, that
On
would be.
fire.
I want to go to Yellowstone.
But you want to tell you what I've been thinking about hard, and I know people gonna probably be like, "What?" I want to go to Utah. Utah got some.
Utah?
You
Utah.
need to go.
Utah.
You need to go in the winter though.
They got yes. They
Utah.
got, they got some. They got some dope.
They say Salt Lake
dope-
City fire.
I like cultured places. You know what I'm saying? So like, I want to go places where it's like.
You want to go see the Mormons?
No, I want to go see. No, that, bro. If you knew,
That's
what
what's
I
in
knew-
Utah, bro. What
If
you
you knew
mean?
what I
No. Utah lit.
Bro, Utah
I
got
had
like
a
some.
team in Utah at one time, bro. That like
Utah
finally
got like some legit like.
Yeah, it
like
lit.
are you talking about Yellowstone? They got like some legit like natural geysers and parks
Yeah.
and museums and stuff like that. That's the only reason I want to go.
And
Yeah.
Mormons.
Utah lit, bro.
They got Mormons.
Oklahoma City. That's another people don't talk about a lot. Oklahoma City, alright.
Oklahoma City is in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'm sure Tulsa's probably alright too.
And Utah got Mormons.
I don't know how I'm going.
Utah.
But yeah, Utah. I've heard good things about it, bro. From people of our, of our descendants.
Run with the Mormons, bro.
Yeah.
Jean skirts.
Right. Yeah. I'm in.
That made me racist. I probably shouldn't say that. I probably should clean that up.
But
But,
like, they got at least 4 to 6 national parks, I think, that are like some of the most like destination parks for people who like that kind of stuff. And that's what made me want to go. Like,
I'm still mad to dream about
like
the Grand
Bryce Canyon is there.
I'm still mad to dream about Grand Canyon.
About who?
The Grand Canyon.
Why you say that?
Because, like, I told him the only thing I want to do in Vegas was go to the Grand Canyon. And guess what we didn't do?
Go to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list. Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam.
I understand, but and they all in the same area. I said the one thing I
They're in
wanted,
the same area.
the one thing I wanted to do was
You
go
can't
to
blame that shit on me. You
Grand
should have stayed
Canyon.
woke.
I ain't died till like 4 days
Friday.
in.
You died Friday. We had Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Bro, we landed on Tuesday.
No, we landed on Wednesday. You died 2 days later.
So
But you want to tell you the one thing? I'm gonna tell you the one thing that I didn't know was
Remember, I want to go to the Bunny Ranch.
On the
Yeah, I
West
get
Coast?
everybody in trouble. Then I
I
said
don't.
it.
I didn't want. I,
said
want
it.
a Grand
I
Canyon.
said it.
Go ahead, bro.
I want to
And,
do all of it.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say,
mute him.
I really didn't know that the Griffith Observatory was on the West Coast.
Yes.
Yes.
That's bucket list for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really mad I didn't know about that in advance. Like I literally discovered that while we was doing something else.
That's something I
didn't
gotta
have
do
time
before I
to get
die.
there. I'm definitely going back to go.
That's something I gotta do before I die. I'm like, if I'm on my deathbed, if that's the last thing I do for me, give me. Y'all know I'm a stargazer. I'm real big on what's up there.
Yeah.
That every movie shows it too. Every movie in LA shows that real quick before they show the Hollywood side.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so big on my list. So big on my list. There's really nothing on earth I want to see more than that.
I have to. Like I am obsessed. And I didn't do enough. That was my problem. See, like she said something about the Seattle trip, but I planned the whole Seattle trip. This time it was like, hey, you ever thought about going to San Diego? See, I had like months to plan for Seattle. I had like 5 weeks to get ready for San Diego. That was the difference. And I didn't do enough research. But now that I know, yeah, I can take another trip to San Diego and not do the same shit.
For sure,
It's that much to do.
No doubt.
Just to San Diego.
Any major city is like that though, bro. You gotta go to Houston 10 times to like experience all of Houston coast. You gotta go to Atlanta 10
Right.
times to experience all of Atlanta culture.
Right.
You don't go to Chicago because the one time you go there, you can experience Chicago culture and die. But whatever.
I've been to Chicago.
I've been to Chicago one time.
He missed the joke.
I totally got the joke. I mean, I wasn't just hanging out like that.
The culture is
in
to
and
die.
out.
The culture is to get shot.
Yeah, that's the culture.
You get shot in Chicago, you done this. You live the Chicago way.
It's funny you said something about the observatory though. That's literally bigger on my list than. Only thing that's literally number one on my list. Just I did it yet. I still want to climb something that look like a mountain. That's the other thing. And the only reason why that's so big on my list, bro, is because I know I ain't gonna be able to do it for long. For my knees and body won't allow me to climb a mountain. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to get that out. It ain't gonna be nothing for me to drive to that to look at the big satellite. They claim one of the biggest telescopes on Earth when it ain't. It's just the biggest one that humans can have, regular people can have. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, bitch ass, the government got something bigger. You know what I'm saying?
No, the government telescopes in outer space though. They ain't on Earth. Like the best telescope right now is the new one that is taking solar systems with. It's in space. It's amazing though, bro. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's what I'm saying. That's a baby telescope
Compared to
the ones
those,
they use, yeah. But still, that's the one I can get to. I'm in.
Like that telescope don't even use lens no more. It got like copper and different natural resources that's worth billions of dollars.
Funny you said that. And this is a quick topic. I just gotta say it. But they building shit now that's retarded. Have y'all seen the plane that like can make from here to the other side of the country in like 2 hours? Mm-hmm. Bro, that's insane.
What?
Oh, you ain't heard about it?
No.
But they got a plane that'll make it to the moon in like 4.
Not a plane.
It's rocket, yeah. They got one gonna make it to Mars in less than 24 hours.
No.
Google.
I gotta see that.
Google it.
I'm gonna have to do some research.
Your own homeboy one doing it. The one working on it. Elon Musk is
Elon?
involved on it.
Yeah, no, so Elon I've seen his new engines. His new engines is magical.
Yes.
But
They're a little lighter, they're a little slower than light speed.
He's expecting to be able to make it there at that time. It's not been proven yet. That's the mathematical equation. Now, so the planes that fly from one side of the country to the other has always been around, but they just was dangerous back then. They stopped flying people in Learjets. Remember those?
Yeah. I remember that name, but
they used to take out the front used to be straight and then they tilt down once they get out. Yeah. You used to be able to fly from New York to London in 1 hour. That's how fast it was. You fly from New York to London in 1 hour, but the problem is that the chance for success for that flight wasn't as high as it should be. Yeah. Like it was probably 95% chance of success, which is sounds like a lot, but 5% is a really high death rate, and like quite a few of them failed, and they stopped flying Learjet. So that's like the biggest thing, right? So yeah, you're right. To fly from New York to LA in 2 hours, I believe that they got something that probably making 30 minutes already ready to go. But is it commercially ready to be safe?
Oh, no. They claim that to be around in the next 3 to 4 years. So the average plane runs 400 to 450 miles per hour. The ones that they trying to drop now is 1,304.
Yeah. So but the crazy thing is
1,304.
If you talk about Europe, their rail system is better than ours.
Hell yeah.
They rail system, electronic rails, are
13
traveling people that normally would take 12 to 15 hours in 4 hours, right? On a rail system. We don't have anything in America like that. And that's what also Elon is working on too, with a better rail system. But our infrastructure was set up around our old stuff, so in order to make that prominent in the US, it costs billions and billions and billions of dollars, which is I think we should invest in, right? Because we invest in billions in the road systems, but invest those billions in these tram systems, right? Tram systems to open up the country for more Americans, and that would be magical. I would love to see that happen, but in due time,
it's coming, bro. Way faster than we can imagine.
I mean,
the day that people start imagining it and figuring out ways to make it possible, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, and it's the thing is that it's gonna be better for the generations to come.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be in 20 years from now. I really feel like you can be super successful from anywhere. Versus right now, like you got to be in a hub or like, right? Like right now, if you want to be in like urban culture, like rap music, you need to be Atlanta, Miami, New York. Honestly, maybe a little bit of LA to be like major focus. Like even if you blow up in a different place, you migrate to those spots, those hot spots. So what I think is going to happen is that you're going to make the country more accessible, where you can do whatever from any place, because it doesn't matter. You can travel from around the country in a hyper speed. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's what's going to change.
So I was wrong on the time. The concept of what they thinking this plane going to do is you go to the moon in 1.3 seconds. You go to Mars in 12.5 minutes. I was way off. That's what they're thinking they can do with this new space thing with Elon Musk. Yeah, to the moon in 1.3 seconds.
Who in a right mind?
Remember I said it ain't quite fast as light speed, but they said 99% of it. That's crazy. But this is my thing with the argument with it. This is the argument with it, and this is why I'm going to take your side on that.
I think the human body's built for that.
Facts. We can't go harder. We can barely do 2 Gs.
No, not 2. It's more than 2.
Is it 2?
No, it's not. It's more than 2. So
No, I'm saying
No,
the
the
certain
average-
amount of G's, our body was black out.
the F1 cars peak at about 6-7 Gs.
Get the fuck out.
F1 cars,
Not 6 G's on
yeah,
a car.
for sure. F1 cars peak at about 6-7 Gs. F1 fighter pilots peak at about 12-13. NASA spaceships peak at about 15 to 16.
So this mother here got to be about 40.
Yeah, that's like 40, 50.
It says normal humans can withstand no more than 9 Gs, and even that for only a few seconds. So when undergoing an acceleration of 9 Gs, your body feels 9 times heavier than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Blood rushes to the feet, and the heart can't pump hard enough to bring the heavier blood to the brain.
Correct. So
Jeez.
like in F1, they train for
Right.
G-force.
Right.
They train for G-force. Like if you
Bro, you
watch
can't be
the
sick,
off
bro.
season, they put this cap on their head that's resistance, and they're fighting 6 Gs with their head, and they do that every day for 6 months. So when they go around those corners at 6 Gs and 5 Gs and 4 Gs, they're able to keep their face focused.
And you right.
6.5.
Yeah.
6.5.
Oh, bro, I'm an F1 guy. I'm an F1 guy.
In a car, nigga.
Yeah, bro, they taking those corners at 120 to 160 miles an hour.
Wild.
Like, so if you watch an F1 race live, they don't look like they moving as fast, bro. I can show all y'all a video right after this where it's like what we see and how actually they really go. It's a view from the helmet cam of them going around the corner, and it's a view from the stands of them going around the corner. Bruh, the difference is tremendous. Watching them in the helmet cam, it'd be like, boom, boom. Watching from the sideline is, like, bro, you don't even see the time that it take for them to process the 2 corners. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they come through and be like, that's what it looked like from the fan perspective in the stands. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. So, yeah, 6 Gs, bro.
And you wrong about the spaceship. The average spaceship only between 3 and 4 Gs. Only on the re-entrance to Earth, it experienced 8 Gs. So an F1 car
experience more
Gs than a space shuttle on the way to the moon.
What about a fighter pilot? F1 fighter pilot.
Yeah, I ain't thinking about that.
That's the big one. That's the big one.
That's
So
the one you gotta. Have you ever seen them train?
yeah,
If not, they pass out and die.
I've seen so many. No, they don't die. They just pass out unless they ship crash.
Yeah, some of them died because they ship crashed.
Yeah, you should got to crash and die. You don't die from G's. You die from ship crash.
Between 9 and 10.
Okay, so I was close. I was right on that. I was right on F1 cars. I was off on the spaceship. Sorry, I had one fact off.
Oh yeah, you made it slower, but yeah, that's crazy still. I like to train on F1. I mean, on the fighter jet. That is crazy. Tighten your cord. Tighten your.
Yep, that's exactly how I go, bro.
Yeah, I'm out.
Bro, now imagine, bro. Now that you know this information, Put some respect on Lewis Hamilton's name, bro.
Oh, all right, no. I bet. No. I bet. Once I start watching that show and listen to you, I've been put respect on it. I had a conversation with somebody not long ago, and I'm like, if you like racing, like, I watch F1 if I can get a ticket. So you don't like NASCAR? That's a baby. That's what you mean, baby. Until you see the difference between the F1 coming through a race and the NASCAR coming behind you, like, holy shit, that's a turtle. You don't understand. That is the most immaculately built car a human can drive. And people are like, you gotta see it. I had to learn the hard way. That is a fighter jet that people drive as a car.
I remember telling Dream that they do their pit stops in 2 seconds. And he was
believe
like,
that? I ain't like, no about it until you talk about it.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
2.4 seconds, bro.
That's 4 tires and gas.
4 tires.
And
not
gas.
They don't do gas no more.
Oh, they don't?
They don't do gas.
So don't put the big thing on them?
That's NASCAR. They don't do gas in the F1 car. And the gas they put in your car in the F1 is what you got to make it to the end of the race in.
I ain't know.
That's why they get faster at the end of the race. Because you got less fuel.
Less fuel.
And the car is
lighter. I mean, that ain't stupid. I get it. That makes a lot of sense.
That's why they get faster.
That makes a lot of sense.
But the tires, you got to change 4 tires in 2.4 seconds. And they big ass tires.
Bro, I can't change gum in my mouth for 2 more But it's the magnificence of what them folks do in that sport is unappreciated.
Bro, I ain't missed a race in 2 seasons, bro. Like, bro, last week was Japan. I watched that race at 2 o'clock in the morning, bro, and it wasn't even a race. I watched it. I was stayed up at 12. It started at 12, and that race ended at 3:40 something. Because they had rain and shit. I ain't missed a race in 2 years, bro.
Yeah, it's something else. It's something else. But you had something you want to talk about, then you better.
I did, man.
Still want to talk about it?
Hell yeah, but I need to make a trip first.
It's up to y'all.
Y'all do.
So
before you get into it, let's make the come back.
All right, that's cool.
And I want to make a topic.
What you got?
Nigga. Did you know that Raymond Reddington is back? The Blacklist is back. Yeah, man. Ain't nothing better, man. Ain't that show. They've never created a show as amazing as The Blacklist, and a character as amazing as Raymond Reddington. Man, that dude there, if God said, hey, look, child, you can't be Dream no more, but I'm going to give you an option. You get to pick one person to be for the next 40 years. That's on you. Whoever you pick. I'm like, all right, you can stop talking, bro. I already know. Raymond Reddington is the GOAT, bro. Bro, he's the GOAT. You know, so, did you ever watch Raymond Reddington? You ever watch Blacklist?
I watched a few episodes of it. I like the show. I just never got a chance to really.
So, you know, the whole show is built on Protect the Liz.
Yeah.
This girl that no one knows if it's his daughter or somebody. You know what knows. No one knows. No one knows why he protected so much. You feel me? But the whole show is built on her. He built the whole empire to protect her. So at the end of that last season, she dies.
Yeah.
Everybody know that. So I ain't spoiling her. She dies.
Wait, what? Who died?
Liz.
Blacklist.
Oh. The whole world know it. You know what I'm saying? It was a trending
what?
topic.
How we get a Blacklist?
We were talking about shows we've been watching lately. I had to throw that up. So I ain't want you to miss what the type of was. And I've been watching because Blacklist back out.
Yeah,
and you know, she actually dies. This time she really dead. She buried right beside Tom King, her husband. And Raymond goes crazy. He vanishes for a couple of years and crazy, bro. The shit that's going on the Blacklist now is all different from what you used to. Dembe is a Fed now. He joined and took over Liz's spot.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. He's ruining.
No, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the show.
It don't matter. You still telling the not seen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
People gotta get through the
Y'all gotta watch
the
it,
8th,
baby.
the 7th, the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd,
Well,
the
definitely get
1st.
through them. It's man, I love that show, man. I've already cried like 17 times, and I'm on episode 10.
Bro, it's a show on Netflix called Who's the Mole?
I'm waiting to watch it, but I gotta finish that first.
Bro,
It looks good.
it is great.
It's
So
like,
there's only 5 episodes out right now.
yeah.
And those 5 episodes is great. Bro,
Have you watched them already?
I watched all 5 of the first episode. So it's gonna be 3 episodes that release on this Friday, and then 2 the following Friday.
To me, and don't tell me, but to me, from the outside looking in, it looks like a real game show that's based off of real life shit. And what's the name showing people actually dying in it? That everybody like number one show in the world for about 6 months.
Game of Thrones?
No, the movie. They had the suits on. Yeah, the green and the red or some shit like that. Come on, man. Who? I'm gonna slap shit out you. No,
green and red.
No, the show, the Japanese show.
You talking about Squid Games?
Yeah.
It's not like Squid Games.
I know it ain't like Squid Game, but it seems because like you got these missions that you're the team of, not y'all cancel. You don't actually die like Squid Game. But it don't know when I get the vibe of that.
So What the Mole is phenomenal, right? So watch the first 5 episodes. They're available right now.
How long the episode?
Hour piece.
They're 5 hours right now.
They're amazing though, bro. Listen. So they start off with mad people on this thing. The setup start off with mad people. It's a lot. And they use real skills. Like it's real skills, and you gotta go complete the mission to make money. But the way you get eliminated, if you're not figuring out who the mole is, you're eliminated. The person that knows the least about the mole is the person that gets eliminated. Okay. And you think that, like, you know, those TV shows, like, of course they bring all the attractive people in the world in and have that. Yeah, they don't care. They do bring attractive people in, but like if you ain't good at the game, you out. Okay. Like, bro, they eliminated a character I just knew was gonna make it to the end because he was an attractive guy. And he was a lovable guy. Like when he leaves, they like, oh my God. It's like that, bro. It's very like, Buck. I know you ain't watching that right now. You can probably start it. You and the nation start that immediately, bro. Because Friday 3 new episodes come out, bro. Is okay. Chef's kiss, bro. Like and bro, when you watch it, you are gonna be like, I would want to do this for free. Like they doing it for money, but I would do this for just fun. Like, bro, it's that. Okay. It's push you to the limits. It's thought processes. It's stuff like that. Push yourself to the limits. It ain't like, it ain't like Joe Rogan show. The MTV show.
Yeah.
Where in college.
Fear Factor.
It ain't like Fear Factor where you had to do stuff that was like possibly outside of your ability. Okay. No, they're doing regular stuff. But it takes thought process. It takes bro, the people on the show is software engineers and it's a pilot on the show, commercial pilot.
It's some shit to make you think.
It's some people on the show that has that they didn't get in their position from being nothing. Right. Now mind you, they got a warehouse worker. He's fucking great too. But he's physical, right? Warehouse worker, he's super physical. That's his ability. You have you got all these different categories where people bring something to the table, and it's great. And we don't know who the mole is. Me and Teacher has been trying to figure out who the mole was for 5 episodes now, and we have flipped them around so many times.
I gotta finish Raymond first, but I'm dying to watch that. And I'm gonna actually skip Too Hot to Handle, which is out again. It's a new episode out of Too Hot to Handle.
Did you watch the last one of Too Hot to Handle?
I watch every Too Hot to Handle. Maybe. I'm a freak. every day. Even one that they talk slow on, like, yes, I cannot do that. Yeah, because they're foreign countries now.
They're in Brazil.
They're in Brazil now. But yeah, they've done all their foreign countries because everybody in America know about them now, so you can't sneak it in on them, you feel what I'm saying? But like right now it's like 500,000 reals. You know what I'm saying? But it's decent. It ain't like it was original, but I still can watch it. Ain't nothing better than a show full of freaks. I'm in. But I'm gonna go back to that.
I watched the first Too Hot to Handle. That was it.
Yeah.
I tried to watch the new ones, and they just didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
They don't do it for me, but I still watch them.
Because you're a freak.
I still watch them. But I'm like 4 episodes in the new one. You know what I'm saying? And then the new episodes of that
go to Who the Mole is, bro. I'm telling you who the mole is.
I'm not leaving Raymond to find out who the mole is.
After you finish.
Oh yeah, after I said I'm gonna skip right over that and go back and do the mole, and then I'm gonna go back and watch that one.
You'll finish Remington the next couple of days, right?
Yeah. I'm on so 11 now.
Next Tuesday, we're gonna do Who the Mole. You make good for Who the Mole by next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, next Tuesday we're gonna do Who the Mole Is, and we might, bro. I would love to set up something like that in Mobile, like a weekend treasure hunt, right? 3 days, 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. Do some registration.
That'd be fun.
I feel like I could set something up like that.
Now when we get enough people involved, we can put enough money back from the people that registered, and then you know what I'm saying. That should be neat.
It'd be great. 2 days. People that's willing to camp. I mean, you gotta be willing to camp outside for one night. So Saturday, camp at night, and then Sunday, winners chose that night. I think that's something we can put together.
I do too. Sounds fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
I just hate that I can't be involved with it because we helped put it together.
Oh yeah, we can't be involved. We gonna be host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can camp and we can watch, but
We can't participate.
we can't participate.
That's the only thing I wouldn't like. I'm into any kind of brain twisters.
But we get to make the twisters.
Facts.
That's the fun part.
We get to make
I'm
the
with
twisters. Oh, bro, we can make it so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Imagine how crazy we can make that. Hey, put in the comments if y'all watching this live right now, who would be interested in doing a live treasure hunt, a 2-day treasure hunt, one weekend in the next couple months.
Probably just Jimmy.
I mean, Jimmy probably will pull up. He got to come from Texas though, right?
Somewhere over there.
Yeah, but you know, just in the comments, we're gonna make a graphic. We're gonna put it out there. We'll start thinking about some concepts and stuff. Man, that'll be a lot of fun. Man, we'll get 2020 podcast. Please say the LLC.
Please say that.
Oh, the news and all to be in on some shit.
We'll get some news in.
No, they'll fight to get in on that.
Yeah, we might put
To
something
see who
together.
win at the end, and you know that the news will fight to get in on that.
I'm gonna reach out to the creators in Mobile to see how many cameras I can put together
See what we can do.
to film that.
I'm with it.
It'll be
I already
fun.
got the drone. We can fly over people while they try to get to these.
We're gonna need a few
locations.
though. We're gonna need a few.
I got 2 more.
Okay. We're gonna need a few.
Way higher than mine too. I got the lowest level of the other 2 drones I know.
We're gonna need a few. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Hey, so you had a topic for us tonight. We gonna.
I do have a
Jimmy
topic.
said he is.
This is not like a topic that we would typically do. But man, shout out to everybody that's tuning in live with us on all of the platforms. So whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, man, y'all make sure that y'all like,
Pornhub.
comment. And we want y'all interacting to this because
Can we stream live to Pornhub? I'm sorry to interrupt. But if we can, we need to.
we should.
They're the most visited website on the planet.
I agree.
Damn freaks.
Says
That's all.
the freak. Anyway,
I never would have Pornhub
you the one that brought it up.
because I know people like it.
Anyway, so I ran across this article, man. It was kind of like a "Where Are They Now" from when Oprah was doing her show, and I know that sounded out weird. So it was a young lady who had what they call congenital insensitivity to pain and anhidrosis. It is a very rare and extremely dangerous condition, but it says people with SEPA cannot feel pain. Pain sensing nerves in these patients are not properly connected in parts of the brain that receive the pain messages. So it blew me because, like, before this girl was 5, like, she had to have a glass eye because she was just, like, picking at her eye, but she couldn't feel nothing. So, like, they ended up having to have surgery on her, removing her eye. She had, like, bitten off as a kid, you know what I'm saying? She would, like, chew on her fingers, and she chewed on her fingers to the point where she disfigured herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just kind of had me thinking on something that was not so serious. Like, I was thinking about that, and I was like, oftentimes, you know, we have these what-if situations like, if you could be a superhero, what would you be? And why would you choose that power? But thinking about that made me think about how the senses that we have, we really don't talk about.
We take them for granted.
We take them for granted. And it just, when I tell you, it sent me down like a rabbit hole. I went from the pain sensor to, I wonder what people would do if they had to choose between being deaf and being blind. So I'm going to start there. And I know that's like, I'm not saying speaking that into anybody's life. But I'm going to pose that question to y'all. If you had to choose between one or the other, which one would you choose and why?
Deaf.
Why would you choose that?
Because I can read anything with my eyes. But I miss everything if I can't see it.
He said deaf, like death.
DEAF.
No.
He said DEAF, like DE.
Yeah. I said it's fast. That's all I mean. No,
Like
I said
deaf.
it immediately.
No,
He knows
deaf.
that for me. Deaf.
I said deaf.
I would rather not be able to hear than not be able to see.
So I told my lady tonight. I told her what our topic was. She was like, "What would you choose over touch or hearing?" And I thought about it for a minute. I was like, "Yeah, I would have to lose hearing because touch is so important.
Right.
Touch is super important." But bro, I'm like, when you proposed that topic, bro, and I really thought about it from yesterday to today, and I thought about one of my favorite movies of all time, Unbreakable, and Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
Right? Like his weakness, his ailment was being Brooke. Like Brooke couldn't do anything without breaking bones. Like he had no bone density. But he was probably the smartest man on the planet. Right? He was able to perform tragedies without getting caught because he was able to think so much further ahead of people. And I thought about it as like weaknesses, it's like you said, superpowers and your weakness, right? So like touch is super important. Like touch is probably our main sensory, right? We do it more than anything, bro. I touch my face. Touch is not our main sensory.
Hell no. But I would put touch in the same category with smell.
So
I
you
would
put
sight and hear together, vision and hearing together, but I put touch and smell together.
All right, so before we dive even deeper, I want to start with them two. If you had to choose between loss of hearing or loss of sight, which one
Yes.
would you choose?
And why?
I would shoot, like I'm picking a loss. I'm picking what I keep.
No, you pick.
God damn it! Stop making it complicated.
You pick what you lose.
I would lose over hearing and sight. I would lose hearing.
Okay. I said the same.
And why?
Because life is beautiful. I've seen life. Now, mind you, if I never had the opportunity, if it started from the beginning, hearing is more important from the beginning. But if you have both in the beginning, you have to give one up. Right. Sight is more important.
And see, I said the same thing. Like music is beautiful.
Music is amazing.
But I can feel music.
Mm-hmm. You can't feel it.
But I can't feel the things that I can't feel sunsets. Mm-hmm. I can feel the warmth of the sunset. Mm-hmm. But I can't physically feel the sunset.
Right.
And to me, life is too beautiful to not be able to see
it. Exactly.
So that's why I would choose.
So like I said, it depends on where it's at. If I got to choose from now, hearing out, because sight is important. But from the beginning, hearing is more important, right? If I never see, you can't miss what you never had. Hearing is way more in depth, way more fulfilling. Right. If you never had sight, but once you have sight, like sight is different. Bro, like the color spectrum is amazing. Whether you believe in the color spectrum that you see, right?
Right.
Because the sky is green to some people.
Correct.
Right? So like that's the thing that's important.
I agree.
Dream, you didn't answer that.
I answered it first.
Did you? What'd you say?
Yeah. And not just that.
Did you answer it? What you
I answered it first and I answered it immediately.
What did you say? That's the question was, what did you say? I didn't hear
I
what you
said
said.
I'd rather be, you did because you tried to make a joke of it. And Buck fixed it. I said deaf. I'd rather be deaf.
Oh no, this was after that.
It's the same question, nigga.
It is.
You high.
I get it. No.
and this is why I'll choose to be deaf than blind. I can see what you're talking about. You can read lips or sign language. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But if you blind, I can't see what you're saying.
You can read Braille, but you can hear what you're saying.
Yeah, Braille. Yeah.
I can hear what you're saying.
How many people you know Braille?
Huh?
How many people you know Braille?
Quite a few.
No, but not the majority.
No, not the majority.
But you even got to know sign language, and I can tell from his expressions. If I'm just watching you good enough, I can tell his expression what was going on right now.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. From the majority,
you know what I'm saying?
Neither. It's about even. I know just as many people deaf that I know as many people blind.
What do you hang, nigga?
I've been in.
Damn.
Believe it or not, bro, I worked for Walmart for 8 years, bro, and it's a very diverse culture.
You sound like you work for the Helen Keller Institution.
Helen Keller was just blind, right?
No, she was all of them. Blind, deaf, and mute.
Was she?
How old is she?
Blind, deaf, and mute?
Yes.
Ooh, no, she had it rough. Damn. Ooh,
She was all the above. A, B, C, and D.
Nah, so one of the best dudes I ever met in my life worked for Walmart. He was deaf, and then I went to school with like 2 blind kids. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like bro, I can remember this like yesterday. I was in Miss Cunningham class in 2nd grade, and we had to learn how to write letters. And it was 2 blind kids in our class, so I had to learn Braille and letters at the same time. Now, mind you, that was 2nd grade, so I don't remember the Braille. But
I wasn't even trying to push you there, but
at that point,
I've never been in the same setting with the blind person when we had to do the same thing.
I had Braille. So
or deaf.
They taught us Braille.
I said deaf that time for sure.
I learned Braille in 2nd grade, but it wasn't a skill I had to retain, so I didn't. Like I didn't further it. Now, if I was blind, I would have to continuously learn Braille.
Another thing happened to me, and I'm glad we even had this conversation because it made me think about it. 1996. Fuck y'all if y'all say anything crazy about being 96. I slap your beard off your face.
In 96,
Your beard to be on his face. Is his beard to be on that wall?
In 96, I was 8 though. I ain't gonna front.
So
I ain't gonna
in 96, I did the dumbest thing I ever did, and I welded and washed my welding buddies with eyeglasses on. I was 16, 17 years old.
Stupid.
You was 17. You know, people tell you, but until you go through it, it's hard to believe.
Nope.
So
you was stupid.
Real quick story.
I got a welding scholarship that I turned down, and I ain't do that dumb shit you about to tell us you did.
So no. Well, I told you what I did. So that night I get home and everything seemed kind of normal. I went to sleep normal. I woke up blind. Like 100% blind. I like when my eyes open, I could see, and then they closed and never will open again.
And he felt like he had a million grains of sand in his eyes.
Exactly what I feel like. Exactly what I feel like. I tried to go to the bathroom and pee, but it was so painful and not being able to see and scared me so bad I barely just filled my way out of the room and walked in the room with my mom, my dad, my stepdad, Pop.
And you broke down.
No. I'm still a thug. So I tell Pop on his toe because I did dumb shit before. And the rule of thumb is don't tell mama. Because mama thought I was a good kid. Fool her. Ha! Damn it. This is what I'm saying. I tap Pop on his toe and be like, hey, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I've did something bad. So I tap him on his toe and say, Pop, I'm blind. Now imagine your 17-year-old son walking in the room. Normal kid, they never had no problem walking in the room, just tapping the toe and say you blind. You gonna look at him like kind of retarded. He said, nigga, you high again? No, Pop, I ain't smoke nothing. It's thirsty. You know what I'm saying? I'm blind. I need some help. He said, man, get your ass out of here. I'm like, I'm for real. I'm blind, Pop. Help me. And he get up out the bed, grab me by my arm. He said, let's go. And walk me square into the wall. I mean, face first. Bam! He said, Trisha, get up. This nigga went blind for real.
You told me that story. You did tell me.
So they rushed me to the hospital and the man standing on me with this like Leon light and shit. Like, hey, look into the light. Nigga, if I can look into the light, we would not be here. You know what I'm saying? They put this medicated dye in your eye and the whole other store. I don't know. I was bad. He said the worst he's ever seen. It was bad. And
you was stupid.
Yes, I agree. I was 16, 17 years old. Put this in your pocket. So then they patched my eyes and put the band around it with this antibiotic ointment stuff in your eye. 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks I was literally blind. It's horrible. Bro, it is horrible.
You went 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
So let me tell you how stupid you is. My dad is a welder.
2 weeks, bro.
Right? So I learned how to weld before I even took welding class. So when I took welding class and they told us to break out them dickies, I was already prepared because my dad was a welder, but he taught me how to do that shit a long time ago. I know how to weld. To this day, I still know how to weld. My daddy is the reason why I'm not a welder because he's like, don't do what I did. I won a welding scholarship and turned that shit down because my dad told me not to be a welder. Now, mind you, I've been burnt by welding arc. So what he experienced was welding arc burn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even with my daddy teaching me how to protect myself, and my daddy gave me the top. Bro, I remember being in the welding class, bro. I was the only person in the welding class with an auto darkening lens. Like everybody else had to flip it down and start welding. My lens, when I started welding, it darkened, right? Okay. Because my daddy was a welder. He gave me his lid. Right. For me to be a welder in school with. I had top-notch welding class. I mean, what's it called, right? My dad, what do you do for a living? Even with that being said, I've had arc burn before. Some of the worst shit you've ever experienced, bro. Like, he was stupid because he was looking at it straight up. That's why he went blind. But, like, even with, like, if you flip it down, if you ain't good at it, you gonna get the burn, bro. Everybody will get the burn. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, you wake up, and it feel like somebody's pouring sand in your eye. It's excruciating pain, and your eyes hurt for hours.
I can't think of nothing I've been through worse than that.
And I've been through much worse. But anyway.
I've been shot and stabbed. I can't think of nothing worse.
Yeah, I've been through worse, bro. I've had seizures and all that good stuff. But anyway.
That's horrible.
So, it's a rough pain. It's a rough pain, bro. But yeah, he was just stupid.
You ever been blind before?
Have I been blind before? Yeah, I've had a welding arc before.
How long you blind?
Minutes.
5 for 2 weeks, sucker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who did it today,
bro?
Who did it?
So I couldn't go to school, so I'm laying in the bed with my grandma. They made me stay with my grandma because mama had to work and whatnot. And grandma waking early in the morning, so you hear everything. You feel me? You can smell her cooking. You can hear the chickens outside, and bro, you can hear everything. I promise you, being blind is way worse because your ears torture you then.
I'm gonna tell you something I went through.
Your senses do get stronger when you lose.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro, you want to be able to see it.
So we just did blind in ears.
Yeah, I was finna move to the next one.
Let's move to the next
well,
one.
I wanted before we moved on, I wanted to read some of the comments. Man. Ariel said, Mom. I would rather be blind than deaf. I already struggle with sight. If I lost my hearing, I would still be half blind, so that does nothing for me.
That's so funny to me.
If my sight was restored by giving up my hearing, I would give my hearing any day. Janae said deaf. She said I can feel noise and to be able to see and feel my surroundings is worthwhile, especially since I'm nearsighted.
At the clip, Helen Keller, she was deaf and blind, not mute.
Yeah.
She said that too.
So the next one, I put together because of COVID. Y'all dealt with COVID. I don't know if y'all got to this point.
I got it. So I read it. He hadn't dealt with COVID. I
didn't have COVID.
I'm a whole thug, cuz.
Come on with it.
If you had to give up taste or smell, which one would you give up?
So let me tell you something that you don't know.
Okay, go.
With COVID, you lose smell. You don't lose taste. But the problem with smell is that it is your taste.
Yep. Well, it is, but it most definitely affects it.
It's the nominal factor, right?
Yes.
So I lost smell the first time, bro. And I can't make this shit up. I walked into the job and we had a meeting. And I was like, why would we have a meeting of all days? We're going to have a meeting today. So I'm the only person in the meeting with a mask on, bro. I'm double masked up. I'm looking at people like, ain't nobody curious about I'm the only person in the room with a mask on. There's 20 of us in here. I'm the only person with a mask on.
So I ain't give a damn.
Nobody asked a question. So as soon as me know, I'm like, finally. We're dreaming about this great value hazelnut carrot coffee cups, right? Some of the best smelling coffee you ever smell in your life, bro. They was lit. He don't drink coffee like that, but I do. He drinks sodas. I drink heavy coffee. But he had bought this
sodas.
He bought this big ass thing of hazelnut coffee carrot cups, bro. And they smell great. And I drunk most of them because I'm a coffee drinker. So I grabbed one, double masked up. I go brew this cup.
Fact checker. Today is the fact checker, dog. That's the GOAT, bro. Everything we say, she checking our facts and answer no shit before you even get to the next topic. Do your thing, girl. And she right.
So I go brew this coffee. Because every time I brewed it, people be like, bro, what that is? It smells so good. Like, bro, the whole dealership be like, man, what is that? And it was his great value ass hazelnut coffee. But it smelled phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And I knew it smelled like that. So I woke up that morning and couldn't smell nothing. Couldn't taste nothing. Gargled. Couldn't taste. Couldn't smell it. I was like, oh man, something wrong. I go to work, double mask up. and I mean go for an hour long. Come out and go make this hazelnut coffee. I come back with the mask it on. I sit on this and I'm like, hey, y'all smell that? And they were like, yeah, we smell that. And I was like, hey, Ryan, you smell that? He like, yeah. I like, Drew, you smell it? He like, yeah. I'm like, bro, I think I got COVID, bro. I can't smell it.
That's not what he said.
What I say?
And this is the thing, bro. The bitch ass nigga knew he was fucked up early.
I did.
He wanted to test us to make sure he fucked up.
But I was masked up.
Don't touch me. Nigga, you might have it again. Shut the fuck up. He said earlier that day he gargled. That's the one thing. If you gargle, nigga, and that shit don't hit, you about to die. Now you gonna come use us as guinea pigs to make sure you died. You feel me? Come in. He walked in. He knew as he turned the corner like, yep, they died. He put it like it's.
I did.
He put it on the table like it's some type of science project. Like, look, he said, "Is that a bill, y'all?" Bitch, you know it's a bill. It tastes like a bill, smell like a bill. Well, I can't smell and taste shit. So, guess y'all fucked. You know what I'm saying? What up, nigga? Stop.
Bruh. So that happens, and of course I go to the doctor. I find out I got COVID. I'm out for 10 days, 14 days actually. At that time, this is the beginning of COVID. Bro, I got OG COVID. I got the strong version. You feel me? I got the one that was killing people.
Yeah.
So I come home and I can't taste nothing. I'm like, bro, what is life right now? Can't taste nothing.
I just told your wife we love her, so ain't nothing you can do about it. It's over with now.
So I decided that I was gonna order something from Logan's, and I messed around and ordered their chili. Which they chili is spice heaven. Mm-hmm. So like I ate everything, couldn't taste nothing. But when I ate the chili, my nose was running, I could feel spice.
It's still hitting you like the receptor should,
right?
But you ain't getting no sensation of it.
Sensation, right?
That's crazy.
So that was the closest thing to taste for me.
Yeah.
So bro, I ate chili for like 4 days straight.
Just for the sensation.
Until my poop turned like dark red. Bro, it was like dark red. Like, bro, you would think that I was really dying because I ate so much like super spicy chili.
That's funny. Help me, Jesus.
But that's what I could feel. And with that being said, like, smell is way more important than taste.
I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna agree with him that to that T, but I get what he's saying. An example is, you can walk into a setting and really want something to eat, but the smell be off and throw your whole sensation of eating off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You ever walked into like...
You don't have a chance to say it's good because the smell threw all that shit off.
Bro, I used to work for Walmart, and I was over the biggest section of Walmart. 14 departments, consumables, fresh, and
hey, you ever ate some bad pussy?
Consumables and fresh, 14 departments. Wait, let me finish.
I'll sneak that in.
I know.
He can't pick your head up. That'll more definitely throw your taste off the wall. I'm sorry. Consumable Walmart.
I was on consumables and fresh, bro. 14 departments. I used to walk by the deli department and I could smell bad chicken. And when I smell bad chicken, I'm like, shut it down.
How you do the same thing in the club?
Oh, weak as fuck.
I'm done.
I'm sorry, bro. But you've done it. You have done it. You have snuck a girl home from the club and you sucking on the titties and you said, put the rub on with this one. And that's the first you go, I ain't eating that shit. You know I ain't lying, because it was bad. It came from Walmart and the consumable.
We told y'all we didn't have no sense. Y'all thought we was playing. Alright, whatever.
Hey, you done been through it, bro. Y'all ain't like I'm on a bad person.
Bro, listen.
I ain't on a bad person.
Alright, man, since you're talking, what you go choose? Smell or taste?
Now that you put it in the pussy. It smell now. I ain't smelling. I ain't tasting none of it. Don't smell right.
Well, I can't eat chitlins. I can't eat chitlins.
I ain't tasting nothing that don't smell right. I'm gonna smell, fuck that. You're a little tart, dear.
Let me tell you something.
Why is your penis stuck?
See, I'm glad that
Get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here, bro. He just said, get him out of here, bro.
Because I hadn't even thought about either one of them scenarios. I immediately said taste, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because yes, I understand that smell and taste go together. You know what I'm saying? However, if it was just one, other like if your olfactory nerve wasn't a factor, I chose taste because all I could think about my fat ass was I would be deprived of all the food that I wanted to eat if everything tasted the same. You know how mad I would be if everything that I ate tasted like dirt? No. If everything I ate tasted like dirt, but I can smell shit, well, you know how mad I would be? Oh my God! You know how mad I would be? Oh no. I want to be able to taste all the good food. Bro, if I could taste all the good food but not ever have to smell shit again,
you're going for the taste.
I'm going for taste. Like, fuck that. But the Dream's point. he kind of like
he shifted that.
He put that line in the sand and made you be like, man, you know what? I gotta think about it.
When you think about it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's true.
I've
been there.
She said, "Go to commercial." Hey man, for the people in the comments, man, what y'all think? Y'all think smell or y'all think taste? But yeah.
Oh, the men feel exactly like I feel. No, you're right. Women kind of do too, because they just smell them balls that just ain't right. Like, hey, did the balls die?
Bro, if I never had to smell ear funk again.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst.
I don't understand what happens behind your ear, bro. What happens behind your ear, bro?
It's just a collection of sweat.
No, fuck that.
No, bro, what happens behind your ear, bro? Like, I don't understand why the back of your ear is
some folks got a thing where they can squeeze and like the little pulse come out of it. Oh my God. Oh, you didn't know people had that little shit hole in behind their ear?
I mean, I'm sure they do, but nah, I ain't even. I can't even watch like Dr. Pepper Popper. I
can't either. I can't do. I don't do that. I can't do that. I don't like the grotesque. But like, bro, think about that, bro. I don't understand like why the back of people's ears smell, bro. Why is that a thing?
I don't know why ear funk is a thing at all.
Like, bro, I wash my ear with alcohol daily because I'm so afraid of ear funk, bro.
Smell. I mean, when you think about the olfactory bulbs, and this, right?
No, we don't know, niggas. You just said
smell. It's the olfactory bulbs. It's what you smell.
We got Dr. Dream in the building.
It's so sensitive. You know.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I may be pronouncing it wrong, but it's
olfactory. I know it's the olfactory nerve. I didn't know they were bulbs, but I mean, yeah.
They are so
olfactory
sensitive.
nerves.
What is that? I just said that. That's the part of your sinus basically that connects.
Oh, that's here.
That connects.
But what's back here? What makes these the back of this smell?
Yeah, that ain't what we talking about.
That ain't what we talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about how sensitive. They're so sensitive.
Have you ever smelled a bad ear, bro?
Yeah, my pop, you can do that, make you run from it.
He could what?
He could do this shit here. Then get you in the finger and you chase you.
The olfactory bulb, structure located in the forebrain of vertebrae that receives neural input about odors detected by cells in the nasal cavity.
Bro, don't play with me. I went to med school, baby. Don't play with me.
So you said your pop used to be able to rub back his ear?
No, him rub. He squeezed some shit.
It's right here.
Come off on his finger.
And he can chase you. Right, like above the bridge of your nose.
The olfactory bulb?
The olfactory, yeah.
Yeah,
it's right above the bridge of your nose.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what basically tell you what shit smell like. That's different.
Like
that's a different story. I don't know. Like back of my ear, I don't think I do it.
Your ears don't smell bad?
I don't think so.
Like the top of your ear? No, I have to wash mine every day. If I don't, they will.
I'm an ear freak. Right outside and inside my ear, like I do my teeth. That sound like weird, but I promise you I do.
Let me tell you something. If I wash my ears every day, it will get funky.
I don't know, because I wash my ears like I do my teeth. In the inside of my ears.
Dead cells mix with sebum to create an awful smell. Sebum is an oily substance created by the sebaceous glands, which make the skin waterproof. When an earring hole hasn't been cleaned properly, the sebum will mix with
earring hole? I don't have earring holes. You notice I've never had a piercing in my life. Eternity.
You haven't?
My ears have never been pierced, bro. Look at my ears, bro.
You anti-gay.
No, my folks was anti-gay. Not me. I'm an ally.
I want to get I think I'm gonna get my second one done. Wait till I'm this old. You know, back when we were young, it was only cool to have one. You had two.
Oh, so you only got one ear pierce, right?
Yeah, that's what it was in the 80s.
It's still the same thing. It says sweat glands are found all over the body, including behind the ears. They secrete perspiration that begins to smell when it comes in contact with bacteria and oxygen. Sebaceous glands are also found wherever there's skin. They secrete sebum, oil, a mix of wax and fat that can smell bad.
So
you got both your ears pierced, right?
Yeah, both of them.
So
when last time I seen you with earrings in?
I only put them in when I'm off.
When you
perform. Thursday, Sunday, or when I got a show.
Well, I will definitely see him when I'm on because I told him when he get to work, hey, bro, you got earrings in.
Yeah.
I've told that multiple times. But, so what you just told me, because I don't want to jump off this topic, basically what you just said is, sucker, we need deodorant for the back of our ears. We rich, baby. We made it. We made it. Y'all don't hear it? The secretion of sweat and glands. All we need is a deodorant that's really small. You just rub behind your ears. Boom. Shit smell gone. Ear deodorant. We made it.
So, but back to the earring topic.
Okay.
I've never had my ears pierced.
Okay.
For the sake of context, I might get both my ears pierced. Mom, first off, she can't say nothing now because I got a secret to tell. I'm gonna keep it to myself though, if she watching. But I got a secret to tell. This is blackmail.
I'm on band today.
I am blackmailing my mom if she watching right now. But no, I ain't gonna get my ears pierced, bro. I'm too old for that. No,
I gotta get the second one done. I got a piercing shit in my house too.
When did you wear? I ain't seen you wear earring in years.
I always wear earring.
Huh?
I always wear earring.
You always do?
Always. But I got a
Just
whole
one
collection of very expensive ones.
Just one. Mm-hmm. When last time you had one earring in?
What the day? Tuesday. Sunday.
Yeah, one earring in Sunday. With one ear. Well, why I ain't never noticed that? Bro, I look at you all the time, bro. You ugly every day.
I got the silver one to match my silver jewelry, the gold to match my gold jewelry. I got it.
I look at Dream all the time.
I got one for the ugly. I got to do all the Saint earring that's gold.
I look at Dream all the time. He ugly every time I look at him. I ain't seen the earring in 15 years.
Yeah.
Sound like you're looking at the wrong shit, pervert.
No, he's ugly. I've seen you with your earrings in before.
So I got my ear pierced way before I got my tattoo. I probably got my ear pierced when I was 13, 14. My dad had 3. Mm-hmm. And so like with for us with like piercings and tattoos, they meant stuff. Even though so I say with tattoos, but even though like I'm the only one with tattoos. My dad wanted a tattoo. And he had like a goal to get it. But unfortunately he didn't reach that goal before he passed. Mm-hmm. So that's probably gonna be my next tattoo. I'm gonna get the tattoo that he wanted to get.
That's dope.
What was it?
He wanted basically an outline of Africa on his back with a line in it.
Wait a minute, how big?
He was going. I'm not because I've already got the entire top of my back done, like from shoulder to shoulder. Mm-hmm. It's done down to about the center of my back.
Mm-hmm. You got a shoulder to shoulder tat? Mm-hmm. I mean, I ain't never seen you with your shirt off, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'll show it to you when we get off there. But
I want to hear the rest of his Africa.
But he was planning on getting his whole back done. So I can't stretch that big, and I don't want to. I'm not built like my dad had it. My dad was probably 5'6", 5'7", but he was like 285, like solid. He was wide back. You know what I'm saying? So like it would look real good on him. I can't do that because my back wide, but like it ain't as wide as he was. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna probably get it underneath where my eternity tag is, but I'm gonna get it a nice size.
So you eternity back shoulder to shoulder?
No. I got eternity in the middle. That was the first tattoo I got. My original eternity logo, and then I got my mom's date of birth and the date of death and Roman numerals on my shoulder.
So you put anything in it, or just literally outline of Africa?
Oh no. So that's what I was gonna say. He wanted outline of Africa with a line coming out of it. So I got my own concept of what I want to do with it, but I'm gonna keep the line in Africa. So
it's time for me to get another one.
So you gotta let me see that.
Okay.
Because I might want to do it.
Okay.
Yep, I know that kind of scary because it's a tattoo, but I actually pretty good. And the one thing about me is if I see it and don't like the idea of me doing it, I'll tell you up front.
It's time for me to get another. And I got major ideas. All mine geeky, but I don't care.
So I'm sorry. So what I was saying was like, he had 3 in his left ear. He had one for my mom. He had one for me. He had one for my sister.
Piercings?
He literally had 3 earrings in his
Your
left
dad?
ear. Yeah, because at one point in time for straight men, they used to say left is right and right is wrong.
Mm-hmm. That's literally why I only got my left ear. That was the thing in the back of the day.
When I first got mine done when I was a kid, I only had my left one done.
Yep, me too.
And it was my freshman. I never forget this. It was my freshman year of college, and my folks came down. It was around my birthday. I didn't get to see my dad for his birthday, and the next time I saw him, it would be before we was talking about waiting for Father's Day or whatever. So me, him, and my mom, we was just in the mall in New Orleans. We was walking by, and my dad was like, "I think I want to get another ear hole for me, starting this next chapter of my life, because that's what the piercings meant for me. Everything meant something, or whatever." And I was like, "Man, you know what?" I was like, "I get my second. That'll be like my second." My mom was like, "Why don't y'all just get the other ear pierced?" You know what I'm saying? Like, which my mom had no tattoos, but my mom had, I think, 6 in her left ear and 7 in her right. Piercings. You know what I'm saying? She just, that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had like a cuff up here on her, she had 7 in her left. She had a cuff up here, and then she had like 6 right here, and then she had just 6 on this side. But anyway, so my mom was like, I was just like, and my dad at first, he was kind of like, oh no. She was like, what you had to lose? And I was just like, man, you know what? All right, fine, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I always had a thing about symmetry. So for me, it was just evening it out. And I went through all the phases and stages and stuff now. And like right now, I really don't wear anything but huggers and like double-sided disc that basically appear like gauges almost. But I just got to that point, man, because I have a tendency to fall asleep in my earrings. And when you had them pointy ass earrings, they just stab you here all day. So I got tired of that. So I stopped wearing just straight earring backs, and then of course you lose backs and all that other kind of stuff. So I just started buying more practical earrings. I put them in.
I'm a hoop guy.
I put them in.
So I don't have neither. First off, neither of my ears are pierced. I've never been pierced, but I always was like, if I would pierce my ears, I would wear hoops.
That's what huggers are. Okay. Huggers are like little fat hoops, and they call them huggers because they separate in the middle, and once you pop it in your ear and you press it, you don't see the hook, like you don't see the needle. It literally just look like a loop that goes from one side of your ear to the other. So yeah, but anyway, man. So like that was that, but yeah, definitely.
Like Jordan when he put his hoop earrings in.
Yeah, like it's game time.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, my whole life I never had earrings, but if I ever had earrings, I always was like, hoop. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I always been like a tattoo person.
I've always been a tattoo guy, and I got fussed at big time for tattoos because I was like the tattoo guy. Like I was that person that was like, let me get some ink.
My mama was like, I might have told y'all this story. I told y'all the story of my first tattoo on the podcast. I'll make it quick. My mom called me in the middle of a storm. I was dating this girl. I was at South Alabama. I had been begging my mom for a tattoo since I was 16. And then, like, when I was grown enough to get one, I was just like, I never thought about going to actually spend the money to go get one.
Right.
I was dating this girl. She was cool as shit. She wasn't like no pressure or nothing, but she was like, when you gonna get your tattoo? Because I had been talking to her about this one tattoo for like 8 months. She was like, when you gonna get your tattoo? And I was like, man, I'll get it eventually. She was like, nah, man, we finna go do it now. And I was like right now? She was like, yeah. Let's go price it. And if it's feasible, I'll go get half with you. Because I want you to get it, because you keep talking about it. And I was like, all right, cool. Matter of fact, I got it right here on my phone. Where it was the tattoo zone, I think it was.
Tattoo
at the time.
zone, yeah, tattoo zone.
And the guy that used to own it, he just happened to be in that. He was giving a shot to his daughter. He said, "What's this?" I say, "It's my stage name or whatever the case may be." He say, "What do you think about getting this?" I was like, "Well, I was coming to get it priced. You know what I'm saying? If it's feasible, I go ahead and do it tonight." He said, "Man, you know, I was really finna get ready to retire from the tattoo game. For something like this, it'd probably run about $350. If you get it tonight, I'll do it for you for $150. And she was like, "Ha, sit down." And she pulled out her card. She swiped her card.
Paid.
And paid for it. And she just bought it for me. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it's like, you know, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bitch up.
Sat in the chair, took my shirt off. They laid it on. Dude, he say, "I got 2 questions for you." I said, "Okay." He say, "This your first tattoo?" I said, "Yeah." He say, "1, why are you gonna get it on your back? It's probably the most painful place to get a tattoo." And I said, "Really? I didn't know that. I just wanted to make sure that it looked good." He said, "Okay. Secondly, why did you choose to get something this big on your back?" I was like, "Go hard or go home." He said, "I like that answer. Listen, I'm gonna hit this teardrop on your spine real quick. If you can't deal with it, you just gonna have a teardrop on your spine." Mm-hmm. So he hit it, and I was just like, "Oh, I can deal with that." He was like, "All right, let's go." And an hour and a half later, I had my tattoo. 25 minutes in, 30 minutes in, it started storming outside. My mama know that I was headed to South to go pick her up because we was coming back to the house from dinner. Mm-hmm. She calls me, and I'm over the chest, so I got her on speakerphone. She say, "What's that noise?" I say, "I'm at the tattoo shop." She say, "Finally got that tattoo?" I say, "Yeah, I'm getting it right now." She goes, "You getting a tattoo right now?" I said, "Yeah." "And you on the phone with me?" She said it just like that, like, "Are you on the phone with me?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Do it hurt?" And everybody in the shop started laughing. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, "Nah." I was like, I'm straight. They was at the shade process at that point. They was at the shade point.
Shade process is the most painful in my opinion.
It is the most painful. But at that point, though, I was numb.
Yeah, it started numbing.
Like, because the outline itself took almost like an hour 15. I was dumb at that point.
It started numbing.
And so, I mean, she did it. Took it home, went home, and I had it, you know, like they put the saran wrap, because that bitch was like in the center of my back. They had to wrap me up and all that kind of stuff. She took it off, she looked at it, she said, "You know, I really don't like tattoos, but that is probably the nicest tattoo I've ever seen on somebody, and I'm glad you got it." And after that, I was just like, "Oh, cool." And then I just went stupid. Started adding shit to my
How many tattoos you have?
I don't have a 5.
How many tattoos
all of
you
them
have?
Pretty nice size.
I don't know. I got shit I did professional, shit I did.
How many you have total?
I don't know, nigga.
Okay, count them then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6.
Wow, I have 8.
Really?
Yeah,
7, 8. Okay.
I have 8.
But so some of them I did when I was a kid, like this. But the ones I did since I learned how to do tattoos was just this one. That's the only one I did, and I started this one when it hurt way too bad.
You so black as I don't know. I don't see them.
That's when I was doing tattoos for a living, and
that one look good.
It say "Live by the gun." It's a tattoo gun, but look like a real gun.
That one look good, but he's so black that the ink matches his skin.
And why? I asked him one day. I said, "Bro, do you know how many tattoos you have?" He said, "I lost count at 85."
So this is my thing. I remember when Wiz came out, I inked my whole body. I don't give a motherfucker. I ink my whole body. I don't give a motherfucker. Like, bro, that's the type of time I was on.
Yeah.
Now I would never go past my sleeve, right? Bro, I wore long sleeves.
True.
For you, bro, when you met me, I wore long sleeves every day at work, right? And the reason why I wore long sleeves because I had told myself that I was gonna ink my whole body. And now, mind you, I got low tattoos, right?
Right.
I got a couple that fall a little bit low. But I was telling in my mind, I had already told myself that I was going to ink up. And I needed to wear long sleeves. So I had just started wearing long sleeves because I knew I was going to ink up. But my folks had begged me to not go crazy. Right? They begged me not to go crazy. So I already had got emotional wearing long sleeves. So I had just kept it going.
Right.
And, bro, I love tats. Right? I always have. and they're expensive as hell. So like, I haven't had it. I have my newest tat is this. This is my newest tat.
I hadn't gotten it and probably shit. It's been over 10 years since I had it.
So about the same. Well, 8 years for me, right? But I'm also that guy that like when people talk about pain, I always went for the roughest spot. Where I got one on my side, rib cage.
That is actually. So the dude, I agree with one thing the man said. Being a tattoo artist, I'd never tell a person to go big their first tattoo, but the back is nowhere near the most painful spot. The side, the feet, and the hands are the most painful spots.
And your kneecaps.
But that's a bone structure, so that makes sense. But I don't know no one who gets their kneecap fucking inked.
I got a smiley face scar on my tattoo.
That sounds stupid. Who does that kneecap?
This is funny. I got a smiley face scar. Well, I think it's gone now, but I had a smiley face scar on my on my kneecap because I was dared to take a kneecap tat, and he was like, "I'll show you. I'm just gonna do a smiley face." And he did a smiley face on my kneecap. Bro. That was the roughest ever. But it was just a scar, and I think the scar faded by now. But I got my side done. I got my armpit done. So that's what people don't talk about is how painful your
Ooh,
armpit.
I can imagine.
I have an armpit.
I've seen a person get it did inside the eyelid.
Yeah, I have an armpit.
Inside, popped it open inside the eyelid. It's some crazy shit I see.
Yeah,
but
I have an armpit tat, right? So like I ain't afraid of the pain, right? I could have gotten my knee done. That was the test run when he put the smiley face on my kneecap. That was the test run. I could have got my kneecap done. But my armpit, my side, wasn't nothing compared to my chest.
But it ain't your chest. It's right here.
No, bro, I got this done. The top of my tit. That was
hurt more than you?
That was the most painful tat I ever had.
Really?
And it could have been because the artist I had doing the tat was terrible.
I agree with that.
He could have been like cutting me instead of tatting me, but it was the most painful I ever had. Now, mind you, my first tattoo was by Cassidy. If y'all know who she is, yeah. It's blessed. That's a blessed. I know it's hard to read because she was high. She was on meth at the time, but that's a blessed.
I done fit quite a few of her tattoos.
Bro, I paid her $150, and this is the worst tat I got on my body.
I'll tell you something that's crazy that you said that about the long sleeve thing. So I kind of got that I had that predetermined disposition too. And I didn't want anything longer than half sleeves. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't for the same reason. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with like you being able to see stuff to like my point of my elbow, but if I wear a long sleeve shirt, I want to be able to cuff my sleeves and you not be able to see anything. Right. Likewise, I won't get anything like above like the very base of my neck.
So I'm finna get a new tat.
Okay.
I'm finna get a tat on my wrist.
Okay.
I'm finna get a tat right here on my wrist.
I feel like this is hurt.
It's my business. I'll let you know when I get it. It's sacred to me, so I'm gonna get that done, and then I'll explain it after it's done. But I'm gonna get that
tattooed. That's all good, bro. Like I said, I get it. I have 5. I've got an unk on my right. I've got Nefertiti on my left, which I also got from my mom. Mm-hmm. Which is why I want to get the dad tat because I got technically, even though it's 2 tattoos, I consider it 1. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But man, that girl, I wish I could get her again. I literally, it was the first time I had a tattoo done at like house. She was like a tattoo artist. Like she worked in the studio. Everything that she pulled, everything out in front of me, brand new needles, brand new gun. When I say she was clean, bro, she was clean. I will never forget. I was watching, it was the Carolina Panthers and the Saints.
I ever did a tattoo.
It was the Carolina Panthers and the Saints game. We were playing. She literally started on my left shoulder kickoff. By halftime, she was done.
Shout out to Day One because that's been my majority tattoo guy. He's done my last 5 tats. Mm-hmm. He is an excellent artist and he's extremely clean. He will not open the needle unless you see him open it.
That's the only way. That's the only way. That way, person can't come back and
shout out Day One. Yeah. I mean, and he's gonna do this tat that I got coming. I got a tat in my mind that I got coming that is gonna be important to me. Okay. And I can tell you, it's words, but it's not gonna be words.
Right.
It's gonna be more life.
Okay.
Well, because for a long time I didn't want life. right? So now I'm at a point in my life where I want more of it.
I got you.
So more life. And I've been saying, Dre, how many years ago I told you I've been saying more life? About 4 years now. I've been saying more life, bro, because like I realized that for so long I ain't
pull my guns back out. Keep playing.
For so long I realized that I ain't know if I needed it.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I wanted it. It was something that I
Give me
wanted.
like that, bro.
And more life is something that I tell myself. Bro, one of my deepest moments, bro, today, I had a moment where I thought about my income. Because I know I can go and do something, what I've been doing, and make the income I need. But right now, bro, I don't make nowhere. I only make a quarter of the income I was making. And it's like, it threw me for a moment. Today, it threw me for a moment. And I was like, you know what? More life. I need more life. Because what I'm doing right now is giving me the freedom to have life outside of work.
Right.
I just ain't got the income, right? You sacrifice one for the other.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
And then it was like, man, just more of it. Just more of it, good or bad, sad, mad, whatever. More of it, bro. More of it. So I want more life. And that's what my next tag gonna be, but it's gonna be different. I got a design in my head. I don't really want to talk about it because it's special.
Let's talk about it. Wait. I want to see the finished result.
Yeah, it's special for me.
That's what's
it's gonna be so simple, bro. Like I don't want you to build your expectation up to something that's gonna be like a magnum.
No, I mean, but either way, if it's gonna mean something to you, it could be something as simple as like the semicolon of what it represents. I think that's super dope, man. So
I've done that tattoo too many times.
Go ahead. You're on the right spot.
Yeah, I was gonna say. With that being said, man, we're gonna close out with our quote of the week. Henry Bergson said, "To exist is to change. To change is to mature, and to mature is to go on creating oneself endlessly." So I really like that you laid off with that more life because it went perfect with the quote.
More life, man.
Had ready for the night.
More life for everybody that ever had dark thoughts. More life for anybody that ever thought about, is it worth it? More life for anybody who ever felt like that life wasn't enough. More life for anybody who ever struggled with like mental thoughts or struggles or anything of feeling less than. More life for everything, yo. Keep living. More life, yo. Like that topic near and dear to me. Like I got tears in my eyes right now. I don't want to cry. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go too crazy, but more life is important. Like, don't die. Live. More life. More life. Episode 125. This is Souf.